We are so late. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Hey guys. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BK Sport, we're here for the Scotland versus Australia game. Look, I know I'm 35 minutes late. I look, forgive me. I did like 17 hours straight of streaming yesterday, so I am exhausted. But in the same sense, I'm going to be here for the 45 minutes that we've got to go. So obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're around here. Come on the Aussies. Obviously, I know we're down 7-0, and I have no idea what's happening in the opening 35 minutes here. But look, I'm excited for this, and I know that the Australians have a lot less fatigue, but Australia here 5 metres out. Here come the Wallabies. Here we go. We're 5 metres out here from the Scottish line. Please let me know in the comments section kind of what's been going on, who's been playing well, and what's been happening, because why are we down 7-0? But secondly, I understand that this is a lot of a weaker team of the Wallabies. Oh, that's a try. Oh, we scored. As soon as I come on, we tie the game off at 7-7. There's a biff. There's a biff, 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 biff. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, son. That's what I'm talking about. As soon as I start up, we get a bit of a biffarino. Michael Hooper's just gone and scored a try. How good's that? How good's that? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. As soon as I wake up, Australia goes and scores a try. Can you really complain with that, son? I may as well just wait. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, obviously, guys, Australia 5 wins in a row. Coming into this, we beat South Africa twice, Untitled twice, and then Japan. Now we come against Scotland. Now this is our biggest test at the moment because obviously we haven't played any of the Northern Hemisphere teams. And secondly, we do have a few players out. 1 second here. This actually could be a penalty. This could be a penalty. This could be taken back here. This could be taken back here. They're going to take this. They're probably going to check this back. But then again, there could be also a yellow card here against Scotland. So Jay Hayes says, "Well, hello there, Sleeping Beauty." Oh yeah, sorry. Apologies for getting some sleep after 16 hours straight of streaming yesterday. I do every other rugby game except for my team. The only game that I miss half of is my team. So yeah, I'm all over the shop, son. I'm all over the shop. Alex, I literally woke up and I just freaked out and just jumped straight on. Sammy Sue says, especially with how Scotland's playing and leading until that Wallabies try. This looks like it could be high contact here from Australia. It might not be a try here. And oh, come on. No, that's not high. I don't actually think that hits his head. I don't think that hits his head there. I don't think it is, man. I don't think it does. It's a swing. Are they going to send him to the bin? He's going to go to 10 minutes. He's going to go for a yellow card here. I barely think that even touches. I barely think that even touches. Oh my god, definitely contact made. Get out of my face, dude. Oh my god, there's no force, but it's clearly on the head, so it's going to be a yellow card here. It's going to be a yellow card here for Australia. And a penalty kick for Scotland. So it's gonna be 7-0. They're gonna take away the points. They're gonna take away the points here, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. No, I can't believe that's serious. I can't believe that's serious. Michael Hooper complaining right now, and absolutely right. Let's go through. I want to quickly go through the team lineups here just to see how many players are actually out and what we're looking like in regards to our team list. I can't believe they're taking that away from him. Kellaway in the 15. Okay, he's fullback with Tom Wright and Patan in the wings. Yeah, fair enough. Ikatau and Paisami in the centres with O'Connor and White in the 9 and 10. Slipper, Fainga, Alatoa, Arnold, Rodder, Leota, Hooper, Valting. I can't believe that's a no try. I can't believe it's a no try. Brockline Weeb says that, yeah, Scotland has dominated the first half. It doesn't really surprise me, man. Obviously, we are playing in Scotland. We are playing with no... We're playing with no Quade Cooper. We're playing with no Connor Betty. We're playing with no Reece Hodge. We've got a heap of players out right now. So, this is a pretty second-rate Australian team. But in the same sense, we're doing pretty well to only be down 7-0 in Scotland. Because, Scotland are an up-and-coming team, man. They just put Tonga to the sword. And, they've been doing pretty well there. But... I still think that I don't know how this game's gone though. I would have thought that it's only 7-0, man. Like, I can't be really too down about the boys right now. It's only 7-0 and with 4 minutes to go in the first half. So we've got a yellow card now. If Scotland have dominated, then I'm pretty happy with a 7-0 scoreline if we can hold out until half time. Despite the fact that we have a yellow card here, yeah. So 3.5 minutes to go here, and Scotland with the ball at the 40. And pushing okay there. Wasn't exactly the greatest push there from the line out. Ali Price gets absolutely slapped there in the tackle. Oh my goodness me. Scotland getting taken down here at the halfway line. That's a brilliant tackle there by the Australians. And I think this is going to be Australia's ball. I think it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be a turnover. Let's go. Thank you very much. That's going to be Australia's ball here. It's going to be Australia's ball. I can't believe I was able to stream all the games last night. All the games. And then the one game that's my team is the game that I'm late for. Alright, so Taniela Tupou's coming on here. Taniela Tupou's coming on here for Valetiti. Alright. That's mixing things up a bit. So obviously we're not even starting with Taniela Tupou. This is a completely different team to what we've been expecting for the Wallabies as well. Scott, I wonder how Scotland are playing though, because I was really interested to see how Scotland were going to go. Whether they were going to come in here and play like a Northern Hemisphere real grindy defensive team, or they were going to come in here and try and outpace the Wallabies, because Scotland can do that. Scotland are a team that have a bit of pace on them and do try and outpace their other teams, despite having that grindy Northern Hemisphere style. I would say in Northern Hemisphere comparisons, Australia's comparison is Scotland's. I would say absolutely. When it comes to what kind of team would be the most similar to the team below, I would say these two teams are exactly the same in that regard. But Nick White here to put the ball into the scrum. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. With the yellow card, if we can score here with the yellow card, that'd be incredible. I still can't believe that was a no try. And that's going to be a penalty to Australia. Let's go. Michael Hooper. Michael Hooper's at the 40 right now. He gets the ball away. They roll out to the right-hand side here, and Jordan Pataya taken down here about 35 metres out. That's a penalty advantage there. That's a penalty advantage here to the Wallabies. Yeah. Your hands are on the ball, and that's a penalty. So let's kick for the line out, please. Don't take the 3. Let's kick for the line. I don't even know who'd be kicking today. It'll be O'Connor, wouldn't it be? I think it'd be O'Connor who'd be kicking here today for the Wallabies. I'm not really sure. Have we had any? Can someone in the chat please let me know? Have we had any penalties or whatnot that we've missed? Who's kicking here for today for the Wallabies? So a minute and a half to go here, guys. Scotland up 7-0. Australia with the yellow card. And Jordan Pataya looks like he could be injured over there on that right-hand side. Beautiful day there. Beautiful, beautiful day there. Beautiful day there in Scotland right now. Annikus is saying, mate. Hello, Annikus. How are we doing, champion? So Jordan Pataya's down injured right now. Interesting. Annikus is, why were you? Why was I late? It's because I overslept, man. I overslept, man. Like I said, I did like 17 hours straight streaming yesterday. So I had my alarm set. I had literally why was I on Bondi Beach? What are you talking about? I mean, why was I on Bondi Beach? I'm not Bondi Beach, mate. Bondi Beach not as good as the Gold Coast. Bondi Beach not as good as Burleigh, mate. Burleigh Head's the greatest beach in Australia. In the world, mate. In the world. So a minute 20 to go here of the first half. And Curtly Beale looks like he's starting to warm up here. Interesting to see how Curly Beale goes. Obviously, he's had a bit of an absence from the Wallabies team for quite some time. Very similar to... we're going for the 3 here. I don't like it. James O'Connor's going to go for the 3 here. I don't like it here. I would like to go for the line out. I know I've got a yellow card, but in the same sense, I've seen enough whilst we've had this yellow card to say that we are good enough to still score here. Alright, so James O'Connor from the right-hand side. Come on, James. Hey, James O'Connor. Please respect the kicker. Go you. I can't believe we've got a sign there saying please respect the kicker. And James O'Connor will get the kick. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's go. So it's going to be 7-3 here to the Scottish, but Australia, like I said, you guys tell me they dominated, Scotland dominated pretty much the entire first half. Well, we're only down by 4 points right now with a pretty second-rate Australian team, and that's no disrespect to any of the Wallabies players who are playing right now. They are all fantastic players who I believe we can still get the win here. But I do genuinely, and now I've got Parise coming on for Patea, a debutant. So, I do genuinely believe we can still win with this team. But this is not this is a very similar team in a sense to how kind of New Zealand was laying up the other day. Morris Bass says, come Scotland, beat these Aussies along with the one-eyed bias commentator. Sammy Sue says, not surprised that Blake's leaving away passes ringing alarm clock. That's a Kiwi Lads fan right there. Annika says, oh, so you're on the beach with your girlfriends on Gold Coast, you're a Chad. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be half-time here. It's going to be 7-3 here to Scotland. And look, yeah, I think they must be playing. Obviously, Scotland have been better to be up 7-3 right there. They must be. I remember Morris Bus. He's a South African who didn't make the semi-finals of the cricket, right? Didn't make the semi-finals of the cricket? No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. No, look, obviously, I think Australia have done all right here. They're only down by 4. They're only down by 4, and they've done fine considering the team. And like, I can't really speak about the first half because obviously I overslept and it got me to the 35th minute. But overall, I'm pretty happy to be only down by 4 points with a yellow card, considering that apparently, we've been dominated. So, look, I'm looking forward to the second half. Hopefully the Aussies can come back out and hopefully they can give it a crack. And as long as we don't lose bad, and then I'm pretty happy with it overall. Annika says, turns out Jay Hayes is a New Zealand fan. I'm a Cook Islands fan. No, he's not. No, they're actually not. You're not, and he's not. You're actually both Australian fans, because everyone's Australian fans, mate. Everyone's Australian fans. But guys, go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new here. We're never usually late to streams, but today we were. Today we were, ladies and gentlemen. Today we were. But yeah, hit that thumbs up button and obviously subscribe if you are new around here. I don't think there's any more rugby this week. I think this is the final game. If I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly go have a look at a little look-ski. I think Uruguay might be playing actually later on today. I think Uruguay might be playing later on tonight. But besides that, obviously next week is another week, and obviously check out the International Rugby podcast if you haven't already. Sammy Sue says, Wallabies still looking good in not letting Scotland get away despite the home team dominating. Well, of course we should be relatively expecting. We should be expecting Scotland to dominate here, man. Like I said, they're a Northern Hemisphere team. Usually they're they are the team that tries to hold the ball the most and outpossess the opponent. That's usually kind of how it goes. But obviously, Australia doing pretty well to prevent the tries. And like I said on the podcast, man, our defense is arguably the best in the world right now. One of the best in the world anyway. No matter what anyone kind of thinks, like truly, we have done really well. We defended South Africa very well twice. We defended Argentina twice very well. Even in large majority and vast majority of those All Blacks games, we actually were pretty good defensively until those last 15 minutes, which is, I know. Let's go and ask how some other teams have done in the last 20 minutes against the All Blacks. So, we did even better. Although we gave up quite a few points, we still didn't give up as many points as everyone else did for the majority of them. The one game we did get like 54 points. That was bad, but outside of that, we actually did pretty well. So Australia's defense is a very good defense. So I'm not really overall surprised about anything that's kind of going on right now. I don't want to lose big. I don't want to lose big. I don't think we can lose big. Jack Lewis says, Australia looking okay, but not very good in final 22. Had a couple of chances and came away without anything, sadly. Yeah, well, that's what you're going to get when you're missing your number 10 and your Quade Cooper. And James O'Connor obviously hasn't played 10 for quite some time because he was injured, and then when he came back, he was more so playing I guess, in a bit of 15 role sometimes when he was coming back, and would come on for like 5-10 minutes and into the 10 when Quade Cooper would come out. You've also got to look at the fact that you're putting Nick White alongside James O'Connor too. You're completely separate 9-10 in compared to what we normally have. So that's why when people say what's the most important position in rugby for me, I say the 9 and the 10 because they are the directional players. It's like your halfback and your 5'8" in your NRL, right? So, we've changed a lot about this team, and we're coming up against a gritty Northern Hemisphere team that wants to prove themselves. Scotland are a team that are on the up and have a decent team coming through. I think Australia absolutely are better than Scotland, and this result won't change my mind about that. They are a team that are definitely on the up and are coming through, and Look, it'll be interesting to see if Scotland, with a pretty strong lineup here, can get a win against a pretty, weaker lineup against Australia. But yeah, it's hopefully it's a good second half. Jack Lewis says 9 out of 10 for sure. The 10 controls the game, usually a side with a world-class 10 wins. Exactly right. So we got, we like. Don't get me wrong, I like James O'Connor. But in the same sense, usually we do roll with Quade Cooper, and Quade Cooper's been fantastic ball playing, kicking wise. James O'Connor's probably your guy right now because Quade Cooper's horrible kicking recently, just absolutely horrible kicking recently. And I guess it's been to Cook Islands, nice place, lovely beach, and great people. Yeah, absolutely, mate. The Pacific Islands are the greatest place on the planet Earth, mate. Well, maybe not as great as the Gold Coast in Australia, but Pacific Islands are a fantastic place. But we're just waiting for the second half. Look, I think if Australia's going to win this game, they just need to, like I always say, just need to be fast, man. Australia love to move the ball, pass the ball, and just be really loosey-goosey with it. As long as they don't knock the ball on, they'll be right. Obviously, been hearing that in the first half we've been seeing quite a bit of the Wallabies getting into the 22, but can't really do anything there. Look, Scotland's got recently a pretty decent defence. So, yeah, I'm not really too surprised overall. Austin Humphrey says Australia won't beat England playing like this, but what do you expect, man? We don't have our starting lineup out there. We have a lot of changes in this team. We've got a lot of changes in this team. Where's Samuel Korevi? You know what I'm saying? Where's Samuel Korevi? Where's Quade Cooper? There's excuses. If we had to play Quade Cooper and Samuel Korevi, if we had been able to utilise our Japanese internationals, we would be winning this game. And we would be a lot more confident about probably going at least 2 from 3 and potentially 3 from 3 if we had our full team out there. But unfortunately, we don't. It's just a fact. Unfortunately, we do not. And we have to, get by with what we have. And what we have is still good enough to win. We still have good enough to win. 72 says, interesting to see if the Wallabies come out firing with all the guns blazing in the second half, unless the Scots have other ideas. Annika says, what's your favourite island in Fiji, BKR? My favourite island in Fiji, Rotuma. Annika says, I went to Suva. It's really nice and chill. Suva's not an island. Suva's not an island. It's a city on Vitilevu. No, the island is my favourite island is absolutely Rotuma. Because that's where my family's from. So, yes. Oh, now I'm going to be awake all day now. Like this, I woke up at 1:30 a.m. I'll be awake all day now. I woke up at 1:45. No, 1:50. Yeah, something like that. Jack Lewis says Australia is still staying with Scotland away from home with 5 or 6 players missing. Still could win this game if they could just put together some good moves in final phases. Anything can happen, cards, etc. Yeah, well, we've obviously got a card for another probably 7 or so minutes, 8 or so minutes. I think that's the most ridiculous yellow card you could really ever see. Like, he barely grazes his chin like this. Like, he literally hits the chin like this. That's as much contact as he saw, and he got a yellow card for it, and the try got taken away. So, issues with the refereeing in regards to that. But in the same sense, like you just move on. You just move on because technically, it is technically hitting the chin there, but it's still stupid. Crazy News says, hello, mate. Hello, buddy. How we doing? How are we doing? Let's go have a look at this Scottish side here. I want to see how they're going. Brian says, what you say, just unfortunate. It's a fact. I'm sorry, but it's not. Without coverage or same players, still not good enough. Huh? What are you talking about? Unfortunately, it's just a fact. I'm sorry, but it's not. Without coverage or some players still not good enough. I do believe that Australia have the ability to still win this game. And that's not a fact, it's an opinion. But in the same sense, like, I believe Australia still have the ability to win this game. Is that what you're saying, Brian? Without coverage or some players still not good enough. I'm not too sure what that means. Trucking Down Under says, good morning. Hello, mate. How we doing? I think if you're referring to me saying that Australia still have the chance to win this game, then I would disagree. I think that we're only down by 4 points. At half-time, we're only down by 4 points. How can you hate? We're only down by 4 points at half-time. Even if we had a full team, we were down by 4 points at half-time, we'd be in a much more confident position, wouldn't we? But that's the thing. We're only down by 4 points, so why are we complaining? I'm not complaining. Look, I'm comfortable at it. So I'm pretty confident. Yes, I know I didn't get to watch the first 35 minutes of this game, but in the same sense, I'm still pretty confident in how I saw that last 5 minutes go. Jack Lewis says, World Rugby has gone from protecting concussion to turning players into sissy little girls with those kind of yellow cards. It's a little ridiculous. Like, I think it's like, I understand it when it's actually genuinely high contact, but that wasn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm doing as much of the contact. Like, this is how hard he was getting hit, and I'm doing it repeatedly to myself. And look, I don't even feel it, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just stupid. Sammy Suter said it's a real test of Aussie depth when players like Quade Cooper are unavailable since he plays in Japan. I think this is something that we're going to speak about on the podcast on. This is something we're going to speak about on the podcast on Wednesday as well. Is that this is going to be a real interesting kind of. This is why what's it called the effect where you can't play for Australia unless you're in Australia. The Giddo law. We're going to speak about the Giddo law on a Wednesday because the thing is that if you allow this Giddo law to be removed, then unfortunately you're going to find that players are going to be held ransom by their domestic clubs. And look, literally, we can just force players to come play for us, but then we have to then release the players back to their clubs, and that puts them in a shit situation. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go about with the Skiddo law, because overall, we want to get rid of it roughly to bring some players back in. But in the same sense, we do have that issue where there can be domestic clubs that hold their players to ransom, very similar to, I guess, what we've just seen here with Japan. Sammy Souza says, what else can I expect from the WR? There you go. Justin Sunderland says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Exactly right, man. Exactly right. Obviously, we weren't starting up from the beginning here today, so I'm not expecting a great deal of people. I'll probably delete this stream afterwards because I don't want to put up a half stream on the channel. But yeah, obviously, if you are new, we do stream every single game here. Normally, we don't sleep through the whole time, but I went through what did I do yesterday. So I did the 12 a.m. stream of England, sorry. We did the 12 a.m. stream of Ireland versus Japan. We started at 11:45 p.m. Ireland versus Japan, and then at 2 a.m. we did Spain versus Fiji. At 4 a.m. 4:15 a.m. we did South Africa versus Wales, and then at 7:30 p.m. At 7:30 a.m. we did 7:30 a.m. we did. Who did we do? Who was the game that we did there? That was the France-Argentina, and then at 11 a.m. So I finished off at about 9:30, then I had an hour and a half to kick back, and then at 11 a.m. we had Chicago Bulls go up against the Philadelphia 76ers, and then I streamed till about 1:30, and then went to sleep and just didn't wake up until about 1:30 this morning. 1:45. Jack Lewis said Australia haven't had a top class 10 for years. In my opinion, Quay's okay, not my top 10 fly half in the world though. I think that we haven't had an absolute unbelievable 10 for years, but Quade Cooper's been doing pretty well since coming back from exile. But there's a reason why he did obviously get exiled. But then again, it was because of his arrogance and whatnot, and it just wasn't that great overall. But he's been playing pretty well recently, so we are missing him greatly at the moment. Yeah. We're missing him pretty significantly at the moment. I'm not going to do this NFL Red Zone stream at 4 a.m. by the way, or 5 a.m. I might, because I'll still have a couple of hours to kick back for it. Ali Ahmed says good game so far. Yeah, like I said, man, haven't seen the first 35 minutes, so I can't really talk about it. But in the same sense, I saw the last 5 minutes, and I'm definitely impressed with how I saw the Wallabies perform in that final 5 minutes. That final 5 minutes there, even with the yellow card, we were able to really put some pressure on. Brian says, Jack Lewis, you've probably never played a game of tough rugby in your life. Jog on. The broad spectrum is what we look at. Go back and sit on your couch. My goodness me. Brian's on for the smoke, son. He's seeing the Wallabies down by 4, and he's just like, you know what? That's it, Jack Lewis. Because Jack Lewis is a POM, so he's obviously getting ready for the Wallabies versus England game next week. Yeah, I'm very well. Jack Lewis says, did you rate Foley? Bernard Foley? At times, mate. At times. Look, Australia overall haven't had the greatest hands ever, but in the same sense, Quade Cooper's been pretty good recently, my guy. Mate, it's alright, Brian. It's alright. We're going to get this win here. We're about to come out here for the second half here. Here we go. Come on the Wallabies, baby. Come on the Wallabies. Here we go. If you are from Scotland, obviously, you can still jump in the chat. Let me know. Obviously, all you need to do is subscribe. It's free. You may as well. And then you can jump in the chat and let me know your thoughts. But here we go. So the Wallabies walking out onto the field. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Broccoli says, I want a Snickers. I haven't even eaten yet. Jack Lewis says, Brian, do you not realise I'm cheering on Australia in this game? Mate, get around the Australians. Get around the Australians. You're an Englishman getting around the Australians? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? The day I get around England to win a game will be the day that I'm dead. Never. I never get around England. No, we will not be doing that, Jockson, and we will be putting you in timeout too. We will be putting in timeout too. Alrighty, here we go. Brian says, mate, look back at his comment, turned into a sissy game, bro. Probably pushed past your front door. Mate, I read the comment. Basically, what he's saying, he was defending Australia. The reason why he said that is because when we got taken away a try and then given a yellow card because of this contact. That's what he's referring to. So he's actually defending Australia when he was saying that sissy game, because I was complaining at the time about how we had a player, I think it was Fangar maybe, or was it, I can't remember who it was, but we got sent to the bin for a contact like this. Literally, that's it. That's what he was saying. So he was actually... He was defending us, man. That's funny. That's all right. Like, get into him. Lay into him, son. Don't worry. We're going to be going up against the English next week, and you're going to be getting a bit of... That's what you're going to be doing next week to him, son. Jake Lewis, Brian's coming for you. All right, so 7-3 here to the Scottish, and the game is about to get underway. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Scotland get the ball off, and the Wallabies will get this one here from the 22 and get taken down here around 20 metres out. At least I'm glad that we took some points out of that first half, though, with James kind of kicking it. Obviously, I would have preferred to go for the try, but, we do have that yellow card, as I was saying, so there is that issue. Jack Lewis says, I'll be ripping all you kangaroos next week when we thrash you 40 plus. Get out of my face. England's not that great. You played Tonga, mate. Get out of my face. I remember when you nearly lost to the USA. How about that one? Remember that one? That was only a couple months ago. So it's going to be 40 minutes gone. And guess what? Penalty for the Wallabies. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you want to talk about that game against the USA? What was it? 34 to... No, what was it? 42 to 31 or something like that? You got 31 points to the USA? Deary, deary me. Deary, deary, deary me. My goodness me. Imagine talking shit and giving up 31 points to the USA. My God. That's really special, man. That's something special. So Nick White's going to put that ball up in the air, and good chase through here. Good chase through here from the box kick, and they're going to lose that ball, and that's going to be, unfortunately, it's going to go backwards there, and Scotland will pick this one up here just inside their own half, 45 metres out. Left-hand side, they're going to go here, and they go up to the big boppers here. Annika says, Jay Hayes, what was the drama with that weird account saying, oh yeah, just ignore that account, my guy. You just ignore that account. And I did see that Jay Hayes, he did ignore it, which was good. Besides one comment, but in the same sense, it was fine because no one was here to get rid of it. So right-hand side here for Scotland, and they're going to be 46 metres out here from their own line, still in their own half, and the kick is going to be, they're going to fake the kick. And is that going to be Australia knock on, or is that going to be Australia's ball? We're going to be away here. Australia's going to be away, left-hand side, and we're going to throw the ball. That's actually backwards off Scotland here, and it's going to be Australia's ball. I don't even know what's happening here. No, now it's going to be knock on for Australia. That was all over the shop. That was all over the shop. So I swear that we knocked this ball on at some stage. Finn Russell, very nice there to fake that kick. But that was definitely a knocked back there from Scotland. So if we actually had scored there, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. Oh, that was nice. That was nice there. Australia nearly got a try, but unfortunately we won't be able to get it. We knocked the ball on. But overall, for a team with a yellow card, man, we're not doing too bad right now. We're not doing too bad right now for a team with a yellow card. So 38 minutes to go here of the game. Let's go, you good things. Come on to Wallabies, mate. Gee whiz. Crazy New Zealand says, Pattaya can't catch a break from injuries for a young man. Yeah, it's tough, man, because he's a big ball runner. He's a really tough ball runner. Just, runs it straight up the line, and it's good to see when he gets the ball and just goes bing, bang, boom. Right in the face, bing, bang, boom. So... yeah, it's tough. Jack Lewis says, what else are you streaming today? I might do the NBA, mate. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Maybe Chicago Bears in the NFL, something like that. I haven't really had to think about it, to be honest with you, because I don't know, to be honest with you. I'll do something else later on today, but I've got a video coming out at 5 PM AEDT. Somebody says, Wallabies will need to start something here, or else they might get pumped next weekend by England. Bro, England aren't that great. England aren't that great. I'm not scared of England. People usually watch scores. They see scores. They think, oh, England beat USA. Cool, man. You got 31 points to goddamn USA. You're going to have a look at their other games. They haven't been that great at any stage. That's actually a penalty here against Scotland. That's a penalty here against Scotland. Hello? You don't want to give a penalty against Scotland? That's crazy hit, son, then, from Wallabies. We just absolutely crunched Scotland there in the tackle there, and they're going to knock the ball on. Come on. We've got the ball here inside the 22. We've got the ball here inside the 22. Let's go. So there won't be any England pumping the Wallabies next week. They're not that great. I think we're looking at something here. Looking at something here. Yeah, West Ham versus Liverpool in an hour. Yeah, I know my mate who's a West Ham fan's getting up for it. He told me he was going to watch this stream and then get up for it, but obviously I was 35 minutes late, so he probably isn't. Somebody says, fair enough, if the English aren't as great as they seem to be. Yeah, you'll see. Like, look, yeah, they beat Tonga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they beat Tonga 69-3. Like, whoop this shit. Like, honestly, we could get a chat here. Like, I love Tonga, but we could get people from the chat here all ready for a game, get a team going, and we'd beat Tonga. You know, we would beat Tonga. So, that's the problem. And we beat them probably 49-83. So Tani Latupu's coming off injured here, and who's going to come on? Because we're getting a few injuries right now. We're getting a few injuries. So Patea has come off, and now we're having Tani Latupu coming off. This sucks, man. We're getting so many injuries right now. We're getting so injured right now. But Angus Bell will come on here for Tani Latupu. So Angus Bell on here for the Wallabies. If we win this game, I can't believe it. If we win this game, I can't believe it. Jack Lewis says we need Will Skelton to change this game. I can't, like, honestly, it'll be a miracle if we win this game. With all the injuries that we've got, with all the players that we've got out, you know, being down 7-3 with a yellow card and potentially scoring a try here, because we're only 22 metres out here with a scrum. We obviously must have been dominating that first 35 minutes, because ever since I've turned the stream on, we've been dominating, in my opinion. You know, we've been clearly the better team in this last, I'd say, 10 minutes or so, ever since I started streaming. So Nick White to put the ball in here for the scrum. Come on, the Wallabies. Nick White here to put this ball in for the scrum. Somebody says, hey, for Tupo since Skelton might come on. All right, Nick White here. Nick White puts the ball in the scrum, and good scrum there from the Wallabies. Very good scrum, and then we're going to run it straight back up the line here. We're going to be 15 minutes out. Oh, brilliant run there. Oh, my goodness me. That was a brilliant run. Nick White here. Gives it off. Go. Leota. Rob Leota, baby. Try time. Get that shit out my face. Injuries. Players out. I don't give a shit. We win in the game. 8-7. About to be 10-7. Boom. Get that in your face. Get that in your face every single day of the week, right up in there. I want you to take it in your face and just go, boof. Rob Leota. There you go. Boof. Aaron92 says, what's up? Hello, mate. T. Hooker says, any team that's going to be a contender for the World Cup needs to be able to win against quality opposition without a couple of their best players and hold their own while a yellow card's active. Absolutely. Well, I think we just held our own with a yellow card active because we just got a yellow card. I absolutely agree with you, T. Hooker. Absolutely agree. I can't disagree with that whatsoever. Brian says, game over. Mate, game over. Game over. Call it off. Ref, just call it off, mate. Alright? Just call it off. Just call it off, mate. Just call it off, mate. Sammy says, that's exactly what great teams are made of. Championship teams win games no matter who's on the field. And this is why I said, I still believe this Australian team can win. Don't get me wrong, I still think this Australian team is the better team on the field here today. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. Obviously, Australia score a try now, make it 8-7. And James O'Connor, you sexy, sexy man, makes it 10-7. Beautiful. All right, so 35 minutes to go here of the second half. And the Australians, we're going to be shimmy, shimmy. Ooh, be shimmy, shimmy. Rob Leota, what a man. Give me shimmy, shimmy going here for Robbie Leota. Jeez, I'm wearing a Detroit shirt right now. I should be wearing something else that's like Australian or something like that. I shouldn't be wearing a Detroit shirt, but whatever. Didn't have time to think about what I was going to wear. Annika says, as Wales fan, the tears of the England fans were priceless in 2015. Oh, that was brilliant, because we knocked him out that World Cup 2015 too. Somebody says, it's about time the Wallabies get a genuine try that isn't waved off. Well, we did get a genuine try beforehand, but obviously it was waved off. So 35 minutes. I think everyone hates the English when it comes to rugby, don't they? Because obviously Wales have a big rivalry with England. Australia have a big rivalry with England. Scotland have a big rivalry with England. Like obviously New Zealand and South Africa don't like them, but in the same sense, it's not really overall kind of a massive rivalry with those guys. Oh, that's a good kick there from Australia. It's a really good kick here from Australia. Scotland going to get the ball here just inside their own half. They're going to run it back and they're going to get tackled down. 45 minutes out. Angus Bell will go back off there for Valetini, by the way. So it's going to be Scotland here at the halfway point. They're going to have to keep this one. They're under a lot of... Oh, that's a forward pass. No, apparently not. Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. You know, we'll just pretend like forward passes aren't a thing, you know, and we'll think they're a thing in the past, apparently. Alrighty, here we go. left-hand side here, and they get taken down here just inside the 40s. Scotland pushing quite well, but the yellow card back on, by the way, so we actually were the ones to score. We scored 10 points with the yellow card. We scored 10 points with the yellow card. Left-hand side here for Scotland. They go, oh my God, that's actually a really nice play there from Scotland. It's a really nice play there from Scotland. Oh, you're joking. They're 10 mates out here. Come on, Wallabies. Come on, Wallabies. That's penalty. That's penalty. That's penalty. That's penalty. Oh, no, they're going to, oh, no, they're not. They're going to have it. Come on, come on, come on. Get that ball back. Get that ball back. Get that ball back. Get that ball back. That's there. That's there. That should be allowed to be taken. No, he's lost the ball. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Johan Garms says, hi, Gengo. Wallabies, hello, mate. How we doing? So Wallabies are going to boot this one away now, but that was a knock-on from the Scottish, and thank you very much. Thank you very much. Annika says, cheers, BKR, the damn bigger, and the Wallabies smacking England out of their World Cup in 2015. Cheers, mate. Cheers. We all like that. Yes, it was. Somebody who says, it sure was hilarious, and it was merely a taxi ride home from Twickenham, since the English fans are so fond of singing about that chariot, which eventually became their taxi ride. Bloody England, mate. Oh, sweet chariot, son. Yeah, well, yeah, that was a nice little ride home after that loss, but, you know, it is what it is. But 33 minutes to go here. Man, we were so close to win that World Cup too. We weren't even that good in 2015. You know, we weren't even that great. That was when Quade Cooper was last playing too. We made the World Cup final, lost to New Zealand. Jack Lewis says, you all hate English because we're the best rugby side in the world, unbeatable. Whoop. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, because you've won, what, one World Cup? One? Okay, cool. I think that's the only World Cup that you, Northern Hemisphere, have. Oh, funny that. Australia have been terrible since 1999, and you've still only managed one World Cup? My God. My God. Yeah, when you beat us in the World Cup in 2003, cool, you took us extra time. We beat you in England by knocking you out of your own home World Cup. So, you know, potato, potato. We'll take our 2 World Cups, you take your 1, New Zealand will take their 3, South Africa will take their 3, and now let's put them all on the table and see who wins, eh? Jack Lewis says, you all, New Zealand is 2015 side, best rugby side in history. What a squad. I know, and we only lost by a small margin too. Crazy. We actually really gave it a good crack in that World Cup final too. It was really impressive. So 48 minutes gone here. Australia with the scrum, about 10 metres out here from 5 metres out here from our own line. And we will get it out here. Beautiful. Thank God. Okay, so now kick it away. Now kick it away, please. Kick it away. That was really good to defend that. But that was a nicely worked attack there from Scotland. It was a nicely worked attack from Scotland there. But Nick White there with a pretty decent kick, to be honest with you. Nick White with a pretty decent kick, and that's a good clearance. Somebody says, and yet you guys were bridesmaids in the last World Cup. Not as much as a bridesmaid as France are, though. France are bridesmaids like all the time, man. 2011, 1999, you know, 2000. Were they 2007 bridesmaids? What? It's official now, you calm down. The referee just comes over and says, it's official, you calm down. What? That's funny. All right, so the Wallabies are going to have the ball. Oh, that's going to be a penalty here to the Wallabies. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go. Let's go. Jack Lewis had £3,000 on New Zealand to win the World Cup from the start in 2015 to return £7,500. Easiest money ever. The side was unbelievable. It was not the easiest money ever. You would have been freaking out in that World Cup final because Australia looked pretty good for the most part. But then unfortunately, we just couldn't get the job done in the end because New Zealand weren't that good, obviously. So no, it was not the easiest money ever. Jay Hayes says, Biff in the chat, it's a words fight. See, the thing is, man, is that Australia hate England in rugby. Like, we hate England when it comes to rugby, and we play them next week in rugby. Australia and England hate each other when it comes to rugby. So you're gonna see some fiery chat next week. Don't you worry. This is just the start of it, son. This is just the start of it. So it's gonna be a scrum here, the Wallabies, and it's gonna be you're gonna have to redo the scrum. Annika says New Zealand from 2005 to 2015 were by far a world rugby dominated force, always coming from behind to win games, and they win the World Cup in 2015 easy. Well, they didn't win it easy, but in the same sense they did win it, yeah. So 50 minutes gone here, guys. Go and hit that thumbs up button. Obviously, subscribe if you are new around here. Let's go, son. Let's go. 50 minutes gone, and look, interesting little game here. You know, 10-7 to the Wallabies, but interesting game. Come on, you Australians. Come on, you Australians. So Will Skelton comes on here, baby. SBW Machiavelli says, how's Skelton going? Well, Skelton's coming on now. Skelton's coming on now here for the Wallabies. Come on. Will Skelton is a giant of a man. Jack Lewis says, I'm confident England beat Australia by 20 plus next week. How confident are you, Jack? How confident are you? Are you willing to put it? I'm not going to obviously bet with you, but if you're so confident, because why don't you go tell me here on how much you'll donate if Australia do beat you? How about that one? How about that one, Jack Lewis? Tell me how much you'll donate to the channel if Australia do win. How about that? So left-hand side here, James O'Connor goes to the 22, gives it off, or if you want to even say that we don't lose by 20 plus, and that's a good kick, actually. That's a pretty good kick, in my opinion. Jack put 3,000 on it then. It's a big call. Oh, there's going to be a penalty here. Penalty for what? SPW Machiavelli says, Wallabies win the World Cup in England against England, and England win the World Cup against Wallabies here in Australia. Well, we didn't win the World Cup in England against England. No, we beat England to knock them out of the World Cup, but we lost to New Zealand in the World Cup final in 2015. But why are we penalised there? Why do we get penalised? Oh, wait, that's why. Oh my God, what's he doing? I just realised because he was trying to slap the ball away from his hands. That's just stupid, bro. That's a penalty. You're an idiot. I just realised why. That's a fair penalty. It is a fair penalty in Scotland. So Scotland get the ball out here pretty quickly here from the line out, and that's a good run. Oh my God, that was a crunch, and that's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a turnover. That's a turnover. Let's go. No, Espa says, come on, Scotland, beat these snowflakes. Oh, Mr. South Africa, he's a little quiet baby. Mr. South Africa doesn't like Australia. Oh, was it because we beat you twice? No. Oh. SPW Machiavelli's, that's right about that comment. Annika says, New Zealand after McCaw and Carter, I knew would lose the dominance. These guys were the reason why New Zealand win in 2011 and 2015, and after 2016 New Zealand lost their dominance. Absolutely, I don't disagree with you. I don't believe that New Zealand beats us because of skill set. I think it's because of mindset. I don't think that New Zealand is superior on a great deal to literally a great deal of teams right now, but I just think the mindset is what gets Australia specifically. So it's going to be Australia here with the ball at the halfway point, and we're going to try and push from this line out here. Come on, you good team. There's literally 28 minutes to go here. Hold out. If we can get a win here, it'd be massive. If we lose, I think we drop below England on the world rankings. Maybe, because Scotland are pretty low. I mean, they're, what, 8th? 7th? That's where Australia was when we lost when we beat South Africa. No, I remind you, boys. And Jack Lewis says, Jay, considering plays is some random guy. I don't know the other side of the world. I do donate almost every Australia. No, he does actually. That's why I was joking around with him. I'll donate £1 every point Australia beat England by. All right. Or what about how much under 20 plus that you said? How about that one? But all right. But what deal? Good deal. So it's going to be Kellaway now who's going to kick this ball back. Good kick. Good kick. Jeez, I just hurt my ear. I went to scratch it and I hurt my ear. So 53 minutes gone here, and Australia, good tackle. Australia's tackle, that's a penalty. Oh, close to a penalty. They're going to get the ball out there, Scotland just. They're under a lot of pressure here at the breakdown. Australia's breakdown is pretty quality. Oh, that's a great kick. That bounce is so unfortunate. Mo Esposito says, okay, let's roll up, Mr. BK Sports. What, you think you're rolling me up, bro? Good luck. Do you think that what I just did was you rolling me up? Yeah, man, you're good. You got me. Ooh, you got me. Gee whiz. Man, you hurt me bad. You're going for Scotland, bro? No way. Oh, that was a 50-22 as well. I forgot it was a 50-22. So it's going to be Scotland here with the ball, and then we go left-hand side here. Oh, no. Oh, no, they've got space. Good tackle. Get over the top, please. No, Scotland have the ball here. They're, 10 metres out. Good tackle here by Australia. Good tackle here by Australia. Oh, penalty advantage here to Scotland, by the way, so it'll probably be 10-10. It'll probably be 10-10 here. Come on, Australia. Oh, defense. He gets the offload away. They're not too far out. Well, that's still Scotland's ball here. They get the ball offloaded. Back onto the inside. They're 5 minutes out here. They're 5 minutes out. Shit. They need to take advantage of their chance right now. They're deep inside. They're deep inside. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. They're literally 3 metres out here. Come on, defence, Australia. They've still got the penalty advantage, though, I'm pretty certain. Oh, no, they've actually got space here. Oh, intercept. Intercept. Oh, good thing. Oh, damn it, that's right, because it's a penalty advantage. Oh, my God, they're so lucky, Scotland. Oh, my God, they're so lucky. They're so lucky. They're so lucky. Oh, my God, they're so lucky, because that would have been game over. That would have been game over if there wasn't a penalty. Annika says, Jay, who do you support? He's an Australian, so he'll be a Wallaby fan. I think they'll go for the 3 here. Scotland's so lucky that that was a penalty advantage there, because otherwise we score a try off the intercept. All right. Great tackle from Nick White. Oh, my God. That tackle from Nick White is ridiculous. That tackle from Nick White was just absolutely ridiculous. Just fantastic, man. Just fantastic. The defense there from Australia to stop that one. But, geez, Scotland got lucky there with that with Tom Wright intercepting that ball. And then instead of that, unfortunately, it has to come back with a penalty advantage. And I think Scotland probably go for the 3 here, lads. I think Scotland probably go for the 3. Come on, the Wallabies. Here we go, son. Here we go. Scotland should be expecting to win this game here, lads. Like, Scotland should be expecting to win this game. Moe's Pass says, cry all you want. Oh, I'm crying, bro. You got me. You're hitting me right on the feels. You're hurting my feelings really badly. And so, Bell's going on here for Alado. Jay Hayes, I used to support single mums, but she would support my home country, Australia. That's a fair call. It's a fair call of a comment, that. Oh, they're going to go for the scrum here, Scotland. So they're not even going to go for the 3. Interesting. Scotland are going to go for the scrum here. They're not going to go for the 3. Okay. Now we're talking, son. Yeah, show us your big balls. Go on. Show us your big balls here, Scotland. Going for the scrum. You're backing yourselves in. All right. I see you, son. I see you. I appreciate this. I appreciate when a team is happy to, go with the big ballsy play and not go for the tying score here with a 3-pointer and try and out-defend the Wallabies. But at the same time, our scrum's not exactly the most unbelievable scrum ever. But is Scotland's scrum really the best ever? Jeez, good crowd there, but good crowd there at Murrayfield. So they're 5 metres out right now. 5 metres out here for Scotland, or 6 metres out if you want to be technical about it. If you want to be really technical about it, it's about 6 metres out, right? Gee whiz, you know? You want to be technical. So 24 minutes left here. 10-7 to the Wallabies. If we give up 3 here, I'll be happy. I don't think we give up a try. I really don't want to give up a try. I really don't want to give up a try here. Come on. We give up 3. I don't want to give up any points. I don't want to give up any points here. But in the same sense, I'm expecting to probably at least give up 3. But our defense has been good, and that's going to be a penalty advantage to Scotland. And they get the ball out to the left-hand side here. Van der Merwe, he gets out. Oh, my God, he's taken down here. It's going to be obviously a penalty advantage. So no matter what, they'll at least get something. They go to the right-hand side here. No, they're not going to be scoring there. Yeah, easy. Knock on. So it's going to be a penalty advantage. Sure, they'll go for the 3. Something says, so far the Safa imports in the Scotland outfit have been really giving the Wallabies a game. So far, the South African imports are really giving the Wallabies a game. See, this is what I'm saying. Our defense is good, man. Our defense is good. What are you going to do? You going to go for the scrum again? Show us your big balls. Go on. Give us your big balls. So, what are they choosing here? They're going to go for a quick tap. They're going to go for a quick tap here. No, they're going to go for a scrum. Maybe because they're trying to get a yellow card here. I think that's because they might be trying to get a yellow card here, yeah. I don't understand why they would want to go for the quick tap there. Because our defense is fantastic. They're going to try and give us a yellow card here by the scrum, break down our scrum again, and then obviously try and force out, then go out wide and hopefully find a gap. All right. So Scotland here at the 5. Scotland here at the 5 with the scrum. Come on. Come on, the Aussies. Defense, baby. Get a good scrum going here. Please don't give up another penalty, because otherwise it'll be a yellow. Oh, shit. It's a penalty advantage in Scotland. Penalty number 4. I'm very much aware that we're probably going to get a yellow card here, so I would like to only give up 3. They're literally 2 meters out here. They're literally 2 meters out. A try might actually kind of save us. He's out, I think. I don't know. He could be in. He could be out. I think he could be out here. He's scored a try, but I'm pretty certain he's out. This is tough. Yeah. Broccoli Weave, you've seen nothing if you think this is banter compared to what's going to happen next week. He's got the grounding as well. I'm not sure about the sideline. I think he might be in here. I think he might be in. So 21 minutes to go here. I think it's going to be a try. This actually might save a yellow card for us. This actually might save a yellow card for us. My boss says Aussie's going to cry after this. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to cry. We're crying. I'm crying right now. You see? You see? So he's still in. 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 Yeah, that's a good try. That's a good try. His feet come up. That's a good try. That's a good try. So it's going to be 14-10 here. It's going to be 14-10. Justin Saunders says, are we winning now? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're losing now. We're losing now. It's about to be 14. That's a great finish down the wing. Great finish. All right, so... No, he's not touching the ground. No, it's a try. No, just call a try. Crazy New Zealand, so that's why I like this chat. Yeah, exactly right. You know, you guys can talk shit as much as you want to each other as long as you keep it respectful-ish. You know, I'm happy for you guys to talk as much shit as you want to each other, and me. Yeah, Justin Sunderland says, oh, Rip, I was just looking at the score. Justin Sunderland, I blame you for this. I blame you. You were here before when we were losing. You leave, we win. You come back, and I sneeze, and we're losing. I blame you, Sundo. It's all your fault, Sundo. I have to blame someone. Because I'm going to start crying soon. Mo's told me that all the Aussies were going to cry if we lose this game. So I'm going to have to start crying soon. I'm going to have to blame you for it, mate. So 12-10 here, Scotland. And from the wing, Scotland will miss the kick. It's only a 2-point game. Let's go. Only a 2-point game here, ladies and gentlemen. So we still have a chance of going for a penalty and taking the win here. Don't you worry. We're still in this game, the Aussies. We're still in this game, the mighty Aussies. But if you haven't already, guys, about 50 people watching here. I know some of you haven't subscribed yet. So hit that subscribe button immediately. Because if you don't do it, you're going to miss out on all the rugby action and all this banter from this chat next week against England. We do all the games, not just Australia games, plus NBA, plus buddy football, plus everything. So get around it. But Stein will come on here for Graham. And yeah, get involved in the chat. Even if you're Scottish, man. We're happy for you to talk shit, man. Somebody says, very good, Scotland. It's like they heard William Wallace's iconic speech from Braveheart. And the Scottish will get the ball here just inside the 22. You would assume they're going to kick this ball away here because they're scared of the big boy skeleton. And back it goes here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And they're going to keep it in. And that all came off the back of that stupid penalty we gave away, by the way. So it's going to be Kellaway now with the ball, and Kellaway's going to bring it straight back to the halfway line. He's going to, yeah, that was a good tackle there by Scotland. Very close to a knock-on there. I actually thought that was a knock-on. It was actually a knock-on, and that was a big turnover there for Scotland. And we're going to take him out over the sideline anyway, though, so it's going to be our ball. Thank you. Line out. Boom. Thank you very much. I looked. Oh, yeah, I like it. Jack Lewis says, subscribe and listen to England losing to Australia next week, where he's going to be donating £1 every time Australia score. Oh, every time we get one more point against England. There you go. Daryl Matoda says, Scotland more SAFA players. Yeah, Scotland's basically South Africa, mate. Scotland is more basically South Africa. That's why Moas is getting around Scotland. Huh? What are you talking about? This is not a penalty. There's no penalty, Scotland, mate. You just give us a board referee, mate. Cheers. Do you think we should call them Scott Africa or Southland? I think Scott Africa sounds about right. I think Scott Africa is probably about right. Somebody who says SAFA imports are pretty much doing everything for Scotland, mate. This isn't Scotland. This is Scott Africa, mate. This is Australia versus Scott Africa. So 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go. 12-10 to Scott Africa. Crazy New Zealand says Scott Africa. It is, mate. It is, mate. I think they're based out of Cape Town. I think the home field of Murrayfield is in Cape Town. Alrighty, come on. So they're just taping up this guy's knee. Just taping up his knee. Somebody says they're definitely the Spring Scots. Oh, the Scott box. Spring Scots is a good one. But then again, no one's going to get it. Scott Africa Spring Spots. Spring Spots. Scott Africa Spring Scots. There you go. All right. Jack Lewis says Australia use overseas players, unlike England, homegrown like Manu Tuolangi. Yeah, Manu Tuolangi is massively a English name. You know, that is definitely an English name, Manu Tuolangi. He's definitely not from the islands. It's definitely an English name, that one. So they're going to get this ball out here, Australia, they're 45 metres out here from Scotland's line. Left-hand side, here we go. We got numbers here on the left-hand side. We got numbers here. Oh, good. That was actually a good tackle, but also a good hit. That's got to be that's a turnover. Shit. Another turnover here from the Wallabies. And Scotland will have the ball here down the wing. And Van der Merwe. Oh, Van der Merwe is a very Scottish name. Van der Merwe is a very Scottish name. So left-hand side here, and Scotland go left-hand. They're at the 40, at the 45, at the 50. Good tackle there. Very good tackle. And penalty. Yes. Has James Conner got the boot on him for 52? I think he could, but I'm not willing to risk it. I'm just going to take the kick over the sideline. Sammy Souza says, of course, Manu Tuolangi is Samoan import, which makes the Vunipola Bros Tonga imports for England. No, I don't believe you. Manu Tuolangi is an English name from England. I definitely think he came from Norwich. I think Manu Tuolangi came from Norwich, and the Vunipola Bros, they definitely came from Birmingham, mate. They're definitely originally from Birmingham. You can obviously tell. Manu Tuolangi, that kind of name is someone you would see quite regularly in Norwich, yeah. Just like obviously you would find that Van der Merwe would be a very frequent name that you would experience in at Murrayfield. I went to say the capital of Scotland. What's the capital of Scotland again? All right, so that's going to be Australia win the line out, left-hand side. Okay, we're in a really good position here. Scotland in trouble. Here come the Wallabies. Oi. We're hopping inside. We're hopping inside. And James O'Connor, left-hand side, gets it off to Kellaway. And Kellaway, big run there by Kellaway, just outside the 22 right now. Just outside the 22 right now. If we can get a penalty, that'd be nice. Hello? Yes, that'd be nice. Oh, Skelton with a huge run. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, that's a tackle. That's a penalty. No, wow, that was close. And so Nick White here, right to James O'Connor, back to... Oh, my God. Let's go. Pattaya tried to get through there. Paisami, not Pattaya. And... Australia will get taken down here about 30 metres out. Good tackle there by the Scottish. Very good tackle. There we go. Run through the forwards here. Back to the 35. James Slipper gets taken back. Back on the inside. That was nice. Close to full pass. Surprise. So Australia here around the 35. Now around the 30. Good tackle there by Angus Bell. Very good tackle there. That's going to be a penalty, Australia. 3. Take the 3. Right in front. Bing. Take that shit in your face. Take that. Mo Espas is Scotland. We can do. See, this is a South African getting around Scotland because obviously it's Scott Africa. So that's going to be a 3. Thank you very much. I like it very much. Yes. Yes, I do. Somebody says, for some reason your stream is a bit faster than Kiwi Lads and I'm on both. What do you mean a bit faster? Oh, I think because his internet can be behind sometimes. Sammy Sousa, do me a favour and say, BKR Sports says hello 35 minutes late. Do that for me, Sammy Sousa. Say BKR Sports says hello 35 minutes after the game started. Daryl says, 3 is not enough. Scotland going to win this. Daryl, don't be cheeky, Daryl. Don't be cheeky now. Don't be cheeky. Come on, Daryl. Scott Africa not going to win nothing. Jack Lewis says Australia will be lucky to beat India. Never mind England. Come on, you England. If we don't beat India, that'll be tough, mate. Because they're ranked, I think, number 86 in the world or something like that. So James O'Connor here for the 3 from right in front. James O'Connor here for the 3. Daryl says England is predictable. Can't win anything. Absolutely. And James O'Connor will slap the 3 through. Slap the 3 through. Slap the 3 through. Capital of Scotland is Johannesburg. Yeah, fair enough. Capital of Scotland is Johannesburg. Moist Bar says, don't lose it now, Snowflake. Oh, you got me, mate. I'm a snowflake. You are hurting my feelings so bad, mate. I'm going to call the police on you in a second. I'm going to call the police on you. Your banter. Oh, it's through the roof, mate. It really is. It's through the roof. It's just, I just don't even know what I'm meant to do here. Like, I feel like I'm being bullied right now. Oh, nice little step here by Australia. Oh, we're away. Oh my goodness me! If we had scored a try, that was game over, son. Game over. So Australia here, they're going to be just outside the 22 with a nice little run there. Jack Lewis says, is it true that Australia hate England because we always beat you? Oh, true. Okay. What about that 2015 World Cup when it was in England? You win? You big W? Big winner? Oh, is that not forward? I think it's on the sideline though. Thank you. Thank you very much. I like it. I like it. Thank you very much. I like it. I like it. So 14 minutes to go here. It's going to be 13-12 to the Australians. Come on. Come on. Somebody says you might end up jinxing the Wallabies and saying that about Scotland still being able to win. Mate, look, the Scott Africa always have a chance to win this game, mate. Scott Africa are only down by 1, but if Australia can keep playing like we are, is it a coincidence that ever since I woke up 35 minutes late, that Australia started dominating this game? Is it? So McDermott comes on for Nick White and Beale comes on for Tommy Wright. Curtly Beale comes on for Tom Wright, and we will see. We will see who's come on here. So we've got Curtly Beale and who else come out? I forgot. Tate McDermott. Interesting. Darryl says Scott Africa going to push the Aussies all the way. Yeah, we're going to win though, so it's all good. Oh my god, we knocked the ball on. No. Jay Hayes says Snowflake. He could have been partly funny and said Sleeping Beauty. Moes, your banter needs work, mate. Mate, come on, man. His banter is top notch. He's a big Scott Africa fan. Big Scott Africa fan from Johannesburg. So 14 minutes to go here. So basically, guys, if you want to know why Moes is so upset on the channel, it's because he's a South Africa fan, and Australia is South Africa's dad right now. We beat them twice in rugby, the only 2 times we've played them recently, and also we knocked them out of the Cricket World Cup. So just remember that's why we've got a little quiet baby in his chat. He's a little bit upset because Australia is his daddy. So 13 minutes to go here. Seki Bill. Oh my goodness me. Doso Bill. Doso Bill. Daryl Matores says South Africa plays Scotland soon. Just hope it's a dry game. Hey, that's gonna be an interesting game. Basically, Scotland going up against Scotland and South Africa going up against South Africa. Not Scotland versus Scotland, but South Africa versus South Africa. Alright, so scrum here for Scott Africa, about 35 metres out here from the line. And that's going to be a penalty here to Scotland. They're probably going to take the 3 here. Yikes. Yikes. So Scott Africa probably take the 3 here from the right-hand side. I love how the referee just enticed them to take that shot. He said, you want to have a shot or... Daryl says, box will hammer South Africa. But that doesn't make sense, Daryl, because it's basically box versus box. Somebody says, that would be a good one. Scottish Saffers versus the actual Saffers. Scottish Saffers versus the actual Saffers, eh? I was actually so happy South Africa won yesterday. It would have been interesting if Wales had beaten South Africa yesterday. That would have been huge because that would have dropped South Africa massively. Potentially the 3rd. Obviously, didn't happen though. Alrighty, here we go. So it's going to be a kick here for Scott Africa. Let's see if they can slap it through. It's not the hardest kick, but it's also not the easiest. And it will be... He's going to just get the kick. Okay, so it's going to be 15-13 here, Scott Africa. Daryl says, hoping for a clean sweep by Southern teams. Well, man, we don't have anywhere close to our starting team out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I want to win. And obviously, I do really want to take the W here. But in the same sense, like, I'm not expecting a great deal here. A clean sweep would crucify Northern Hemisphere. I don't think that's possible. If it did, that would crucify rugby in the Northern Hemisphere. More so than it already has been. And that's going to be Scotland here, taken down at 22. Scott Africa, they're going to have to boot this one away. It's going to be Scott Africa here, boot this one away. They can't be giving away any penalties now. Don't be giving away no penalties. With 10 minutes to go here, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Obviously, subscribe if you are new. Hit that big red subscribe button. And it's going to be Curtly Beale bringing this ball back here into the half. Oh, Curtly Beale's away. He gets inside the attacking half. It's a great run there from Curtly Beale. That's a great run there from Curtly Beale. Huh? That's going to be a straight ball. Beautiful. Okay. That's going to be beautiful. They tried to steal the ball there, but they've got to be careful here, Scotland. They've got to be really... Oh, my God, we nearly knocked that ball on there. So, Australia here with the ball at the halfway point. Come on. Come on. Gets that ball here. Angus Bell to... Leave tackler, he says. Leave tackler. Oh, my God. Give me a penalty. Give me a penalty. Give me a penalty. So, Scott Africa here defending pretty well around the halfway line. And it's going to be Australia. Come on, get that ball out. McDermott. McDermott gets the ball over the top here. James O'Connor. O'Connor here, left-hand side. Here we go. Here's a big chance here. Here's a big chance here. Oh, good run. Good run here. Gets inside the 40. And Australia here. Really tough to break down this Scott Africa defense. I'll tell you that right now. Scott Africa's defense is not too bad. So right-hand side here, it's going to be Valetini. And Valetini right up the guts here. Oh, it's going to be lost ball, but it's going to go backwards. And Tate McDermott goes out, and that's going to be backwards with Scotland to get the ball. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. And up it goes there. That's a 50-20, but Michael Hooper is going to... Why is Michael Hooper back there? Why is Michael Hooper back there? So up it goes there, and good kick. Very good kick there from Australia. Very good kick there from Australia. Moa says, why so quiet now, my snowflake? I'm still here, man. I'm still here. I'm still dancing. I'm still shimmy, 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 shimmy. You not gonna get me, boy. You ain't gonna get me, big boy. Oh my God, Moa is so upset that South Africa lose every game to Australia. No, it's okay. It's okay, you little cutie. It's okay. Annika says, Isaac Rodder, Tanel Tupo, Lolu Latu, James Slipper, Falau Fainga, Angus Bell, who's coming on here. So Bayless comes on for Watson and Horn for Price. Somebody says, drop goal perhaps for Australia if they want. Okay. Okay, I see. But in the same sense, it's going to be Scotland line inside their own half. I really love how I've made such an impression on Moa Bass. Like I think he got so upset from that South Africa-Australia game in the cricket that his ego got bruised so badly that I'm all he thinks about now. I feel like I'm all he thinks about. He's literally getting around Scott Africa just to support against me. I love I've made that much of an impression on someone halfway across the world. I love that I've made that kind of impression on someone literally across the world. That he dislikes me so much that he wants to go for Scott Africa. Oh, Australia win the line out. Oh, we won our line out. Beautiful. That was beautiful. Isaac Rodder just slapped that one away. He said, get out of my face. That's a good kick here. That's a good kick there. And Scott Africa here with the ball at the 22. And Kyle Stain outside of him. Stuart Hall kicks it back. And Kellaway winning the battle right now. Good kick here from Kellaway. That's a good kick there from Kellaway. That is, yeah, that's a good kick from Kellaway and good tackle. Forward pass. Forward pass. Forward pass. That's a forward pass. Australia's defense right now is pretty good. Australia's defense right now pretty good. That was a forward pass though. Crazy Neil says Australia have won 2 World Cups, not 1. Yeah, no, we have. Easy Rolly says the Scott Box are getting some revenge for us. Absolutely. Oh, Easy Rolly, I'm not actually having a go at South Africa. I want you guys to win. I like South Africa. But Moa Bass, he's a little bit upset. A little bit upset. But yeah, I like South Africa. I want South Africa to win. I prefer Southern Hemisphere to Northern Hemisphere teams, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just easier to laugh at him. So it's going to be Australia here with the ball. In the same sense, yes, and I kind of want Wales to win because that would have helped Australia in the world rankings. But in the same sense, we're losing right now, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Keep pushing. All right, we're going to keep pushing, though. We're going to keep pushing here, and we're going to go down here. Okay, you got to let go now. What? He got the knee down. He got the knee down. What are you talking about? He got the knee down. That's not a penalty. He gets the knee down there. You can clearly see him get the knee down. And I guess it's Wales rubbish at the moment. Man, I would have preferred you guys to win yesterday. Not because I don't... I like South Africa. Yeah, quite funny. Jay has, is there anyone who lives in South Africa and named Scott? It's all Moes's fault. Daryl says, you may be one when Box were not around for 2. What? Alrighty. So 7 minutes to go here. It's 15-13 here to Scott Africa. Hastings comes on here for Johnson. Johnson. If I'm Scotland here, if I'm Scott Africa, I'm taking the kick here. If I'm Scott Africa, I'm taking the kick here. I'm making it a 4-point game and forcing Australia to score a try in 7 minutes. I think that's a smarter option here if I'm South Africa. So McInerney will come on here for Fainga'a. See, that's the thing, like, McInerney coming for Fainga'a, this is nowhere close to a starting lineup here for Australia. I know it's a scrum. Gee whiz, I'm all over the shop. It's a scrum. I'm all over the shop. Sorry, I thought they got a penalty for a second. So it's going to be 6.5 minutes to go here, and Scotland with the scrum, 45 minutes out. And South Africa, we're going to get the penalty. Oh my God, what? Are you joking? That was against South Africa. How are we not getting the penalty there? We suck at the scrum though. Unfortunately, we suck at the scrum. All right, so. Oh my God, thank you very much for telling me. Thank you, referee. Now please hurry up so we can pack the scrum because we've only got 6 minutes here, referee. We've only got 6 minutes here, referee. South Africa don't like us because we beat them in the World Cup a couple of years ago and they think that it was a robbery. So they really want to win this game. They really want to win this game. Daryl Matores says, good for Aussies to lose. They will have to lift that game against England and soften them up for us Saffers. So he says there's time running out for Australia. Crazy New Zealand says scrum's been terrible. Yeah, Australia's scrum's been horrific. My Westbusters, don't start now with your crying now. Mate, I'm going to cry whenever I want to cry. If I want to cry now, I'm going to start crying now, right? I'm going to start crying now. I'm going to start crying now. When I want to cry, I'm going to cry. Don't worry, I started crying 10 minutes ago. I have to. Start, mate. You want to try me, son? So South Africa here with the ball at the 40. They're going to roll this ball back here. That's a good scrum by Australia. That's a good scrum by Australia. That's a good scrum by Australia here. That's a good scrum by Australia here. That's our ball. Get that shit in your face. Come on. We win the scrum. Ooh. My ass. Where are you, big boy? Ha ha ha. Good scrum. Easy Rally says, I'm liking England's New Jersey. I didn't get to watch the England-Tonga game yesterday. I was streaming the Ireland-Japan game, then the Spain-Fiji game was on during England-Tonga, so I didn't get to watch that yet. I'll watch the highlights before I go and talk about it on the podcast. Also, guys, if you are new here, subscribe, but also in the pinned comment, International Rugby podcast, talk literally for like 2 hours with a Kiwi friend of mine. About all things international rugby, whether it be international, Australia, Fiji, France, England, Scotland, Tonga, doesn't matter. But Australia here we go, with the ball. Guys, let's get ready. Come on, here we go. Inside, just outside the 22, we win the line out. Let's go, come on. If we can get a penalty at some stage, that'd be incredible. There's 5 minutes to go here in Australia, just outside the 22. Come on the Wallabies, come on the Wallabies, pushing. Push Wallabies, push Wallabies, push Wallabies. Keep pushing, we're just outside the 22 right now. Still pushing. Still pushing Wallabies. Still pushing Wallabies. Still pushing Wallabies. Still pushing Wallabies. We're at the 22 now, and now we're going to use it. Oh my God, and it's a bad pass, but Tate McDermott's still going here. He's down just outside the 22 right now. Come on, need the penalty, need the ball, need the ball. Come on. And Scotland are going to locate the ball. We lose the ball. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. So Scotland now get that ball out, and now they go out to the right-hand side here. They're going to risk it. Oh, shit. 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 They're at the 22 right now, Scotland. They're still going here. Yikes. Okay, so they've just gone 60 metres in that play. That's not fun. It's not fun. And they've kicked the ball across the side, and that's out in the full. That's terrible. That was horrific. That was one of the worst kicks I've ever seen. That was one of the worst kicks I've ever seen. What a... Somebody says his last throw of the dice for Australia with that penalty they've won. No, there's still 4 minutes to go here, mate. 4 minutes to go. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time here, mate. 4 minutes is fine. All we need is a penalty, man. All we need to do is get within the half. We don't need to score a try. All we need is a penalty and get within the half. Even if we're at 55 minutes out, we can probably get it through James O'Connor. You know, he beat Scotland in... Was it... Which World Cup was it? Was it 2011? We knocked the Scottish out? So Australia here with the ball. They're 30 metres out. Australia going to push this one. No. Okay, I would get this ball out of this. I would get this ball out of the maul now. I would get this ball out of the maul now. No, that's a penalty. Thank you very much. What a stupid player. What are you doing, dude? You can't jump over. What are you doing? Yeah, Daryl, I'm not a big believer in South Africa 2023, but I watch every game of rugby. I know I have a good deal of idea about what I'm talking about. And look, South Africa will be there. I think. Oh my God, he hasn't even gotten to touch. Oh my God. But that's going to be. Oh my God, that's actually an unbelievable kick from South Africa, from Scotland. I can't believe that penalty just then. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Miles Buster just showing this blocking and illegal tactics don't work away from home. Are you still crying about South Africa losing those 2 games to us? But no, I don't believe in South Africa anywhere near as much. Oh, wow, that went... Oh, no, that was a good kick. That's a good kick. So 2 minutes ago here. Daryl says, South Africa B team just beat the Aussies. Daryl, we beat you twice, mate. We beat you twice. Yeah. Fact. So it's going to be Scott Africa here with the ball 45 minutes out, and that's from their own line, and they're going to go down here. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a turnover. That's going to be a turnover. That's going to be a turnover. Oh, they got the ball out just. They're lucky. That was good work there. Oh, that's going to be a lost ball. Oh, it's gone backwards, though. They're very lucky. Very lucky there. Come on, Australia. Get over the top. Get over the top. Get over the top. If we can get a penalty at any stage now, we're inside their half. If we can get a penalty, so Scotland do not want to go anywhere close to the middle of the field here. That's going to be not... Oh, it's going to be a penalty against Valentini. He's an idiot. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Annika Speaker, just to let you know, Australia knocked Scotland out in 2015, 35-34. 35-34 for 2015, thank you. We knocked someone out in 2011, controversially, too. Was it South Africa? I thought you might have knocked out South Africa by a James O'Connor penalty goal in 2011. Who was the one we knocked out in 2011 in New Zealand? So Scotland looking pretty good here for a win here, lads. I know we knocked out Scotland in 2015. 2019, they didn't even get past the group stages. 2011, I think it was South Africa. 11-9, yeah. So it's going to be Scotland here with the ball. 45 minutes out here from their own line. 40 seconds to go here of this game. They need to win the line out here still, Scotland. But, like, we've been our own worst enemies here. Jim Maroon's Australia win next week. I hope so, mate. I hope so. That's a really good kick. That's a really good kick there from Scotland. So they just have to win the line out here and they won the game. Daryl says, Scotland a difficult team to beat at home these days. Absolutely, but in the same sense, no Kwai Cooper, no Samuel Korevi, no Connor Betty, no Reece Hodge. We've had a whole team out, and yet we've really competed it. I'm pretty happy with this result. I'm not happy, but in the same sense, I'll accept it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. But 4 seconds to go here. Scotland have to get this ball out here. Scotland have to get this ball. They have got the ball out. And the game is over. Damn it. So Scotland will win 15-13 there. Scotland will win 15-13. Look, I'm okay with the result. Obviously, yeah, I would have preferred to have won that game, but with all the players that we had out, with the fact that we had a yellow card, we were actually our own worst enemy. We gave away penalties galore when we actually were on the front foot. Unfortunately, we were in the attacking half, we were in the attacking 45, and we decided to give a stupid penalty away. So, look, yeah, it's tough. We lose 15-13 here, and our 5-game unbeaten streak is over. Just to remind the South Africans there that 5-game unbeaten streak included them twice. But yeah, I think that this wasn't a negative result by any means. It was a tough result that I guess Australia needs in a way, but overall, you want to be winning the game. So yeah, tough loss, but we'll be right. Crazy New Zealand says the crowd's been amazing. Absolutely. Well, Scotland's crowd, England, Scotland, Wales, or those kind of crowds, Ireland, they're all great crowds. They're all great crowds that really get amongst it. Jay Hayes says, Anarchist, what happened to the other fake accounts on here? Banned much? But no, look, apologies guys for obviously tuning in 35 minutes late. I was doing 14 hours worth of streaming yesterday, so I was extremely tired. Well played, Scotland, from holding on. Absolutely, Sammy Souza, you're absolutely spot on there. Look, like I said, I don't think this is a poor result here for Australia. I think that we had a lot of excuses, a lot of players out, and we just need to sort out a discipline. I think discipline losses this game. For the Australians. Daryl says, can't beat Scotland, oh dear. Didn't you lose to us, Daryl? Daryl, didn't you lose to us? Didn't you struggle to beat the number 9 ranked Wales? That's my question. So, all the South Africans, I love how upset South Africans are. It really is funny. Mel's Busters, you're not okay. You're going to go to your room and feel sorry for yourself. Yeah, yeah. I'll probably cry myself to sleep for the next couple of hours. Might have a little bit of a bit of a tear. Dales as we world champs 2 years ago, long time between drinks. See, the thing is that you can really claim world champs for probably about 2 years, and then that's the end of that World Cup, and now it's the beginning of the next World Cup, and that's why you were talking about the World Cup just a bit beforehand, and no one believes in South Africa, and I think that's what's hurting you the most. I think that's what's hurting you the most, and that's what's funny, because I think South Africans can't handle that they're not scared of South Africa anymore. Like Australia, we ain't scared of South Africa anymore. New Zealand's not scared of South Africa. They lose one game, they win one game, and that one game, it took you all the way to after the 80th minute to win that game. You struggled against Argentina, you won, but you didn't look exactly great against Argentina, and you nearly lost yesterday to Wales, who had no Alan Wynne-Jones, no Ross Moriarty. South Africa, they're a team of the past, my guy, and that's the best part about it all. Daryl says no one believes in South Africa in 2019 either. That's a lie. Like, you're literally lying, right? Everyone believes in South Africa. Everyone said South Africa was just up there with New Zealand and England. Everyone said it. So no, that's a lie. Somebody says, wouldn't surprise me if you talk about this with Hamish in the podcast later once you get over it, Blaze. Yeah, man, I'm crying right now. I'm crying. No, I just find it funny when South Africans, they're so upset. I don't understand why South Africans are the way they are. Like, Southern Hemisphere teams usually get behind Southern Hemisphere teams. I'll always get behind South Africa over Wales. I'll always get behind South Africa over other teams. And this is why New Zealand and Australia, like, we're just like, you're not really a part of us because you support your Northern Hemisphere fan. You can be a Northern Hemisphere fan all you like. We don't really give a shit. But, like, that's why when South Africans are like, oh, why don't you like us? It's like, I do like South Africa. I'll always get behind Southern Hemisphere in Argentina, Fiji, Japan, New Zealand, and South Africa over a Northern Hemisphere team. But the reason why you're not liked in the Southern Hemisphere by anybody besides South Africa is because of your fan base who support Northern Hemisphere teams over the Southern Hemisphere, when we all know that is the rivalry. So, yeah, that's that's how it is, man. Anakin says, BKR, Wales are rubbish at the moment too. Wales are fine, man. Wales are fine. I thought they were pretty good yesterday. Obviously, yeah, they lost, but I thought they were fine yesterday, man. Dale says, the only one who sounds upset is you. Yeah, man, I'm upset. I do this every single day, my guy. If you think you've got me, yeah, good luck, mate. Sammy says, wouldn't surprise. That's right. Miles Post says, excuses. South Africa also got major injuries. You got nothing major injuries. What are you talking about? You got one injury to Colby. Oh my god, imagine talking shit when you lost to us twice. Literally, like a month ago. You lost to us twice. We made you a bitch. I can sit here, I can dance, I can shimmy. You know why? Because we lose one game to Scotland with 6 of our players out, and you guys lose your minds over it. But where were you when we were beating you twice against South Africa? Where were you twice? How about that one? Liam Durant says, will the world rankings change? I'll tell you right now. I'll go get the world ranking calculator. World Rugby rankings calculator. Let's go get it. I don't know. It might be close. England might go above us. No, we do not. So we stay in third with 86.26, and England are in 85.44. So yeah, it's about a 0.80 gap. Obviously, Australia and England play next week, and that's going to be the best one. Daryl says, no, we don't. That's rubbish. And stop bragging. You do this every single day. I'm 3 times your age. Everyone who watches rugby does this every single day. Yeah, but see, the thing is, man, you watch, right? Streaming's different. Streaming is massively different, right? I do this every single day. I stream, I sit here, I talk, I get the banter, I get the shit. Like, you ain't nobody but like, you, one person here talking shit, like, no one gives a shit. Like, obviously, you're upset, and I like it. But, like, you don't need to subscribe if you don't want to, man. If you can't handle the banter, my guy, then this channel isn't for you, because we're all about the banter here. Like, I do this every day, man. Like, like I said, you're 3 times my age. That's cool, my guy. But, I get shit thrown from me from England, from New Zealand, from South Africa, from everyone else. I'm streaming, having fun, up at 3:30 in the morning. I streamed worth 14 hours yesterday. Guarantee you didn't watch every single game, and that's in the same sense. That's in your time zone of South Africa. I started streaming at 11:45 p.m. at night and didn't finish until 1:30 p.m. yesterday. So it's all well and good to talk shit, man, but in the same sense, you ain't gonna get it, man, my guy. So Australia here in third, 86.26, and England in 85.44. So yeah, next week it'll change. Annika says, Darrell's a Welsh fan. You don't see me crying over our loss to South Africa. You lost to Australia. Get over. BK, he's not letting it go. Yeah, I know. He's upset. J.A. says, Darrell, you sound like a 9 years old. Dale says, don't worry, we can all have lost to Scotland. You can stop ranting. Mate, are you really this upset? Like, are you genuinely this upset that we made you our bitch twice? Like, truly, is this really how upset? We knocked you out of the Cricket World Cup and also we beat you in the Rugby Championship. Are you really this upset? Like, somebody says that's just typical players. Whenever the Wallabies you lose, yeah. Look at this is how I am, man. You know, I'm just it's frustrating to see the Wallabies lose, but in the same sense, like there is absolutely excuses here for this Australia team. There wouldn't have been excuses for South Africa if they had lost to Wales yesterday. But yeah, no, that's all good fun, man. Like, yeah, we struggle with this game. We play England next week. I'm not as scared of England as most people are, so I think it'll be a closer game. I still probably think we lose that game. But it just depends on kind of what outfit we do go out and play. Annika says, Daryl Moas Bass, if you're going to call us convicts and shit, my guy, that'll get you hidden on the channel, butter. I'll just give you a warning in regards to that. Give the banter and shit like that, but if you're going to start throwing out convicts and whatnot, then we can start talking about, apathy in your country. Annika says, Daryl, South Africa are the best side in the world at the moment, but they aren't winning in 2023. Jay Hayes says, I'm glad. Yeah, exactly right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. Actually, yeah, Moas, very close, my guy, very close. Daryl says nobody wants England to win. Look, no, I don't think anyone wants England to win. I don't think anyone wants England to win, but in the same sense, they probably do. It'll be a close game, but I think they'll probably get the job done in the end. Boxing 101 says, will Australia have their players back for England and Wales? No. So, Samuel Korevi will not be there. Quade Cooper will not be there. Sean McDermott, even though he's not really... Sean I can't even think his name right now. Miman won't be there in the sense that he's kind of a backup anyway. What's it called? So that's those three players out because obviously the Japanese clubs won't let them. You've got Andrew Kellaway going into the number 15 because Reece Hodge is out injured for the rest of the season. I think Jordan Pataya will now be out injured because of the injury from today. Yeah, look, there's a few players who's come out here today. Yeah. Sammy Souza says, worth the redemption for Australia to beat England. It'd be crazy if we beat England, but in the same sense, I don't hold a great deal of hope. It is at Twickenham. They should be expected to win that game, and they should be expected to win that game well. Faraz Alam says, England fans are arrogant across all sporting codes. Yeah, exactly right. Well, that's why people don't really like them. But in the same sense, we're not gonna lie over. I know that Australia will give it a solid crack, and I know that Australia will compete, and that's why I'm kicking back here, guys. Like look, rugby's rugby. If we lose, we lose. I'll tell you that right now. I thought that Scotland were fine. I think that we've got a lot of excuses to losing, so I'll tell you the truth on the channel. If I think we were shithouse, I'll tell you we're shithouse. We weren't shithouse today. We weren't shithouse. We got beaten by a team that was basically a full-strength team against us who didn't really have a full-strength team, and we did our best. We only lost by 2 points. I can't complain. We also had a yellow card in that game and scored 10 points with that yellow card. But yeah, Frazalam says England. Yeah, that's right. England fans are pretty arrogant, my guy. But overall, man, like I'm. That's the thing. I'm happy with this. I'm not happy, but I'm okay with it. I'll take it. If we have lost this game by 20, I'd be sitting here saying we were shithouse. But losing by 2 with all those players out, that's acceptable. We do have England, and then we have Wales. Now, next week, guys, what are the games we're going to be streaming for the World Rugby next week? Now, also, if you don't know, go and follow the International Rugby podcast, the Rugby Down Under podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, the likes. I'm there with the Kiwi lads, myself and a Kiwi. We speak literally all things international rugby for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, whether it be Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, smaller ranked teams, doesn't really matter. The pin comment over there is where we speak all things for about 2 hours. So go and check that one out and give it a follow. Wednesday will be the next episode. And yeah, look, today was a good game. Australians will be upset. Most Australians wouldn't have gone up here in the morning at 1:30 in the morning. Most Australians, I was 35 minutes late because I overslept. But most Australians want to watch this game, and that's the problem. Most people won't get it. I get it because I watch every game. I understand this loss. But most of the casual Australian fans or most of the casual rugby fans will be like, how do you lose to Scotland who were down there in, who were in, I think, 8th? No, they were in 7th. How do you lose to Scotland in 7th when you're 3rd? It's like, if you know what you're talking about, you can understand this. If you don't know what you're talking about, you're just like, well, that's just crazy. Daryl says, it would be awesome for this Aussie team to beat England, so we'll be backing them. Absolutely. Jay says, cheers, BK. I'll catch you next time. It was fun to chat tonight. Friendly banter with a hint of sourness. Take care and stay safe. Exactly right, man. It's all fun. But yeah, like, you got to, like, obviously some people just need to you know, rein in sometimes. When they get a bit upset, they say things that are over the top. It's like, we banter here, we talk shit, but you know. So it's a tough loss, but at least you'll catch up on your sleep for another grueling week of streaming. I won't sleep now. I'll just stay up from here on out. I'll go for a run, do some fitness and whatnot, and do get a video going. I'll film a video that's coming out tomorrow. So what's the games next week? I want to have a look at what games are next week. Here. So I'll jump on to World Rugby. While you're here, thumbs up and subscribe. So who's next week? So we've got Belgium, Canada. Canada should win that game. Not that they're any good. They lost to Portugal, but that was the last second. Malta, Israel, Cyprus, Croatia, Italy, Argentina. That'll be an interesting game. I think Italy played all right against New Zealand. That'll be a very interesting game there. Scotland versus South Africa. Scotland versus South Africa. That's going to be interesting because South Africa versus South Africa. I'll take South Africa there, though. I'll take South Africa in that one. Obviously, you'll have to listen to the podcast to get my actual analysis on these games. Ireland versus New Zealand. That's a big game. That's a big game there. I think New Zealand do win that game, however. Romania, Netherlands, Portugal, Japan. That's a really interesting game. Portugal aren't as bad as their ranking suggests in 19. They're actually pretty decent. Japan are okay. Obviously, they look terrible against Ireland. I think Japan should win that game, but Portugal, Japan will be interesting. England and Australia, that'll be a good game. Obviously, I'll take my boys. Spain, Russia, France, Georgia. France are going to absolutely bend Georgia over. And Wales, Fiji? Yeah, Wales, Fiji next week too. Wales, Fiji next week as well. That'll be interesting. Fiji can be quite good, but then again, they struggled against Spain, which is not a great team, so, you know. Fraser Lam says, speaking out, will you stream the cricket semi-final between Australia and Pakistan? The thing is, sorry, one sec. Moaz Bar says, cheers, BKR Sports. Time to respect the North or anyone. Don't always think you're better than everyone. Are you talking to me? Brother. My God, you got to understand this channel, right? So this channel, we talk shit, but I'm very well aware of the teams in the North, right? You respect them, but you can also say you're better than them. I believe with a full Australian team, we are better than Scotland. I believe with a full Australian team that we are better than England. I believe with a full Australian team that we are better than Wales, right? But I'm still going to say, even if I don't, that I still think that we're going to be better because, you know, I'm Australian. I think that Southern Hemisphere versus Northern Hemisphere, it's a rivalry, man. It's like South Africa versus New Zealand, but on a bigger level of multiple teams versus multiple teams, right? So, unfortunately, I think you've missed this concept, and it's cool, man. If you don't have that same rivalry, you don't have to, man. Because the thing is with South Africa, you're in a bit of a weird place, right? Because you're on their time zone. So South Africa is on the Northern Hemisphere time zone area with like the likes of Europe, whilst Australia, New Zealand, and the likes are not at all, right? So we have even more of a distaste for when we have to get up at 1:30 in the morning to watch us lose. You know what I'm saying? But you know, South Africa are on a time zone, and they've also got their Super Rugby, their rugby teams have gone into the European side of things. So you're in a bit of a tough place where you don't really know whether you want to support Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere, I guess. But there is absolutely a reason for the way that we speak. I never said that we were going to win all 3 games here. You listen to the podcast. I'm a realistic fan, man. I'll tell you when I think we're going to win and I think we're going to lose. And I said that with the players that we've got out here today, we're probably going to lose on the podcast. I said this. If you listen to it, I said this. But I said that if we had our full team, we win this game, and I think we would win this game easy. Well, maybe not easy, probably by about 7 points, I would say. But then, yeah, that's the problem. And then obviously, I said that we'd lose to England, and I said we'd beat Wales. And that was my prediction. I said 2 out of 3. But I said with the players out, we honestly could lose 2 out of 3 or even lose 3 out of 3. But I don't think we lose 3 out of 3. I think tonight was still a good performance. But for Alam, to answer your question, bro, it's tough with cricket. I obviously was going to do a lot more of the cricket, but Kiwi Lads, a friend of mine, who is my co-host of the podcast, he does cricket too, and he got copyright striked for one of his streams where he had nothing wrong, and they're not releasing it until like 14 days or whatnot, so he can't stream his channel for 14 days, and it's like, I do NBA, I do cricket, I do rugby, I do everything, so if I got copyright strike, that would kind of screw me a little bit. I got videos that I can put out, but in the same sense, I don't want to have to do that, so yeah, you know, that's the issue. Anarchist says, sorry, Morris, you need to understand BK will tolerate rubbish for only so long, you don't call him a convict. Yeah, the convict thing was a bit too far, but overall, it's just like, I'm happy to take all the other banter. Crazy New Zealand says, yeah, don't stream cricket, they'll strike you, the Kefes. Yeah, it was the thing is though, it was only Australia versus Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka for some reason copyright striked him. He didn't do anything wrong. I've done cricket before, he's done cricket before. I see Cardi, he does cricket as well. Cardi, my boy from the AFL, down in Melbourne, he does cricket sometimes. And they don't strike him. So it's a bit of a risk. It's like they might strike you, they might not. I'm not too sure. I'll try. I'll see how I go. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. It's 3:30 in the morning for me, so I'm going to grab a coffee. I'm going to grab something to eat, and then I'm going to start filming a few things. And yeah, I might even stream an NFL game or something like that later on today. We'll see how we go. But alright, guys, I appreciate you. Thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to go and follow the International Rugby podcast, the Rugby Down Under podcast on YouTube. We've got a YouTube channel as well, but also the podcast link over there on Apple, Google, Spotify, and the likes. Appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.